Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into some of the best-kept secrets in investing that can help you turn just $100 into $10,000 fast. You hear a lot about people making tons of money in stocks, real estate, and crypto, but the truth is you don't need a ton to get started. In fact, some of the best investors started with way less than you might think. Make sure to stick around until the end for a special bonus tip that could really accelerate your investing journey.
A lot of people think you need thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to get started investing. But the truth is, you can start with as little as $100. The key is to just get started. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. And the more time your money has to grow, the more you benefit from the power of compound interest. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, guys. It's essentially earning interest on your interest. It's like a snowball effect. As your money grows, it earns more interest, and that interest earns even more interest, and so on. Think of it this way. If you invest $100 today and it earns a 10% return, you'll have $110 at the end of the year. Not bad, right? But here's where it gets interesting. The next year, you're not just earning a 10% return on your original $100, you're earning a 10% return on $110. So at the end of year 2, you'll have $121. That extra dollar might not seem like much, but it's the snowball starting to roll. Over time, that snowball gets bigger and bigger, and the growth becomes exponential. The longer you let your money compound, the more you benefit. So even if you can only afford to invest a small amount each month, remember that time is on your side. The sooner you start, the better.
Okay, so you're ready to start investing, but you're not sure where to put your first $100. The stock market can be intimidating, and real estate requires a significant down payment. So what's a beginner investor to do? Well, one of the easiest and safest ways to start growing your money is with a high-yield savings account. Now, I know what you're thinking, Graham, savings accounts are boring. They don't earn any interest. And you're right, traditional savings accounts offered by big banks typically have interest rates that are so low they might as well be zero. But high-yield savings accounts are different. These accounts are offered by online banks and credit unions, and they offer significantly higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts. We're talking about interest rates that are 10 to 20 times higher, or even more. While a traditional savings account might offer a measly 0.01% interest rate, a high-yield savings account could offer you something like 2% or even 5%. Now, I know 2% or 5% might not sound like a lot, but it's way better than nothing. And it's certainly better than the paltry interest rates offered by those big banks. Plus, high-yield savings accounts are incredibly safe. Your money is FDIC insured, just like it is in a traditional savings account, so you can sleep soundly at night knowing your money is protected.
Once you've got a nice little emergency fund going in your high-yield savings account, it's time to start thinking about investing in the stock market. But before you go picking individual stocks like you're some kind of Wall Street hotshot, let's talk about a more passive and arguably more effective approach: index funds and ETFs. Now, I know index funds and ETFs might sound a little intimidating, but trust me, they're not as complicated as they sound. In fact, they're designed to be simple and accessible for everyone, even if you're brand new to investing. An index fund is essentially a basket of stocks that tracks a specific market index, such as the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So instead of trying to pick individual stocks, you're essentially investing in a diversified portfolio of 500 of the largest companies in the US. ETFs, or exchange-traded funds, are very similar to index funds. They also track a specific market index or sector, and they trade on stock exchanges just like individual stocks. The beauty of index funds and ETFs is that they offer instant diversification. Instead of putting all your eggs in one basket by investing in just a few individual stocks, you're spreading your risk across hundreds or even thousands of different companies. This diversification is key to long-term investing success. It helps to smooth out the ups and downs of the market and reduces your overall risk.
Have you ever thought about becoming a lender? No, I'm not talking about loaning money to your friend who always seems to be short on cash. I'm talking about peer-to-peer lending, a revolutionary way to invest your money and earn potentially higher returns. Peer-to-peer lending, or P2P lending for short, allows you to lend money directly to borrowers through online platforms. These platforms cut out the traditional middleman, the banks, and connect borrowers directly with investors like you. Think of it like this. Instead of putting your money in a savings account where it earns a measly interest rate, you can lend it directly to borrowers who are willing to pay a higher interest rate for the convenience and accessibility of a P2P loan. These borrowers might be individuals looking to consolidate debt, small business owners seeking funding, or even real estate investors financing their next property. Now, I know what you're thinking. Graham, lending money to strangers online sounds risky. And you're right. There's always some level of risk involved in any investment. But that's where diversification comes in. Instead of lending a large sum of money to just one borrower, you can spread your risk by lending smaller amounts to multiple borrowers.
Cryptocurrency. It's the word on everyone's lips, the buzzword of the century, and for good reason. This revolutionary technology has the potential to change the world as we know it, and it's also created a whole new asset class for investors. Now I know what you're thinking, Graham, cryptocurrency is so volatile, it's too risky. And you're right. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum have experienced some wild price swings over the past few years. But here's the thing. Volatility can also be an opportunity. While those price swings might make some investors nervous, they also create opportunities for savvy investors to buy low and sell high. Investing in cryptocurrency is like investing in the internet in the early 90s. It was a new, unproven technology, and a lot of people were skeptical, but those who took the risk and invested early were rewarded handsomely. Now, I'm not saying that cryptocurrency is the next internet, but I am saying that it has the potential to be just as transformative. And like any new technology, there are risks and rewards. If you're considering investing in cryptocurrency, it's important to do your research and understand the risks involved. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and be prepared for some volatility along the way.
Thanks for watching. Before I leave, I would like you to click on the link in the description to discover tools and strategies on how to start your trading journey. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your money grow. And as always, happy investing.